everybody, and welcome to... Wait, wrong personality. Hold up. Wait. No, this still isn't right. Wait a minute. Back to old tricks. Where the f*** even was I? Alright, yeah, this is the personality I needed. Anyway, hello everybody, and I would like to introduce you to a very long, very in-depth playthrough of one of my favorite games of all time. A lot of you who watch my channel know I have loved Final Fantasy for a very long time. I've played through almost all of the games extensively, 2 or 3 times a piece sometimes. I don't even know how many times I've beaten 7. I'm currently playing Rebirth as well. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. But overall, I love Final Fantasy as a series, and I love Final Fantasy XIV, not just because the gameplay is fun and there's all the things, but the way that they design the story and the way that they do the whole theme park to all the other games thing, while still maintaining a lore that is absolutely awesome. And when I first started really less casually playing the game, I skipped a lot of the yellow quests, and I skipped a lot of the dialogue in the blue quests because I was in a big rush and everything was new, and I had the FOMO that a lot of people have, and I just wanted to rush through everything. But I missed out on a lot of stuff and a lot of storyline in the beginning of the game that I really enjoyed when I read up about it online to fill in the gaps, if you know what I mean. And I don't know how many of you guys, I'm probably pandering to a small group of people here, but I don't know how many of you guys like to watch playthroughs of games. But I personally do. I love putting narrated stuff on, on in the background while I'm doing my thing, especially lore. And for those of you who enjoy Final Fantasy, or those of you who enjoy Final Fantasy XIV and you enjoy lore, you enjoy having something chill to put on in the background, this is the place for you. I thought that it would be cool to actually go through and read all of these storylines and narrate them for you guys, so I hope that you guys enjoy. This will be a very long-standing project because we are in A Realm Reborn, and my main just finished Into the Mist. So it's going to be a long road, but it's going to be an in-depth road, and I'm not going to skip quest dialogue and all of that stuff. I want to go region by region and do all of the side quests and all of this stuff. That way we know all of the lore and all of the work that these writers put into these storylines. So, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope that you enjoy the video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all that you do. I hope to see you in the next one as well. That's all. Bye.
Darkness.
Elko, Hitra Buklo Hans. Seastabon Rajiadorn. Thagon Welrog. Torsan Opaiki. Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last. I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God. Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
The dark minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Here, feel the presence of evil.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
Mayhap not so fresh, but better than before. Ah, Sinister One is gone. This one can leave this awful place. Did Walking One vanquish the many-legged one? This one is grateful to Walking One. This one is called Frixio, eldest of the Little Solace. Alp Squad reporting, sir. Nothing of note at Larkskull? Sorry, in advance. I can't say some of these words very well. Understood. Return to Area 12. Damn it all. Where is that accursed icon hiding? Elcon? Icon? Oh, look! No sign of our wizened friend. I'm afraid not, my lord. Shall I order the search parameter to be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gridanians to our presence. His Excellency bid us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Loath though I am to admit, I have found no evidence to suggest that Remu will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god who does not grant one's wishes? Were I a sylph, I should strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the sylphs we captured? A handful of them seemed to be in reasonably good health when last I looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we may have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon their icon. Really, Centurion? Were you not aware that these vegetables bruise easily? It is well that I did not entrust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well, mayhap it was a kindness. Better dead in truth than dead to one's own god, I suppose, if you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. Also, I apologize in advance if you guys can hear my heater in the background. I'm still kind of new to, the audio clipping version of OBS, so please feel free to let me know in the comments below how that is, if I need to adjust anything, etc. Anyway, useless. We are all so close to completion, I can fair taste it, but at this rate... No, I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. What was it that you always said? Ah, yes. Though it mean bringing down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of possibility, if not we? In that alone, you were right, Garland. But your star is long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise, and so doth my arrogance and my willingness to yap for years. Anyway, and it shall burn so bright, that Lord Van Belisar's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle beside it. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I had to give Nero a douche laugh. Those walking ones did for Noxia. This one is certain of it. This one fears that the other taken ones also suffered the same fate. This one is convinced. Walking ones have black hearts, seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Neuroxia, do not pass judgment too hastily. Meanwhile, the cat decides to open the door and make a whole bunch of noise. Take two. Sorry. Now, Noraxia, do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike. Though there are those evil among the walking ones, there are good ones, too. Does walking one feel unwell? This one would know. What brings walking one to this place? Came to this one's rescue at Neuraxia's bidding. Then this one owes walking one a debt of gratitude. Walking one has questions about Lord Ramu. Then this one will provide answers. But first, let these ones quit this lightless place. This one will return to Little Solace. When walking one is ready, please come and see this one. These ones may speak properly then. Then it is settled. Let this one accompany walking one outside. They're so cute. Every time I see them, though, I still hear Cider Spider in my head calling them flying lingerie asparagus. Yeah, thanks, Cider. Really, Cat. See, so that those of you who are interested might know, you're going to hear a lot of my annoying cat being annoying, because that's what he does best. You're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder as well. Thank the gods for that. I don't rightly know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm full glad that Frisia didn't come to any harm. But here I go, tempting fate. Run over to Little Solace and secure us peace with the Sylphs before aught else befalls us, eh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends of Charlene and the Twin Adder both. You've done Gridania a great service this day, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Druthers. In so doing, be sure and come by whenever you feel like a drop of Keekim firewater. I'm probably slaughtering that. I should probably take this, even though it's going to be ugly. Watch. It's gonna be ugly. Difficulty rank? Okay, whatever. Anyway, wait for it. Drum roll. Oh. The top? Yes. Although, I can't really say that's too bad. Maybe we'll keep it. I kind of like it. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solace. This oil. I would like you to see this oil given to the Sylphs. It is a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend to them ours, keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and the 12's wood with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridania and the sylph will live to see the light beyond the darkness. A gift from Waking Bessarion. A gift for these ones. Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Waking Bessarion and Adventuring One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many walking ones are scary. Many walking ones utter many lies and much deception, but this one is moved. Let these ones be friends forever. None of this looks better than what I have, so I'll just take that. Camixio wants to discuss peace with Frixio. See, look, I said the words properly. Yeah, I didn't tell him. This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones. Papa Limo. Ah, there you are, Lariah. We've just been hearing tell of your deeds of daring do. Well done. Ah, the Walking Ones who aided Neuraxia. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial Ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and the Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled to Totorak. Would that this one had not. In Totorak, a sinister one robed in black tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. That was the hardest way I've ever heard of trying to say I almost got eaten by a spider because an Asian is an a-hole. Like, sorry, moving on. A sinister one robed in black. Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? Girl, you should be. Trust me. Elder Frixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of Elder Seedseer. This one sees. So Walking Ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu. Plainly put, yes, your people summoned the Lord of Leven once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one well knows and respects Horned One Kani Asena. Be assured, like Walking Ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the wood from Imperial Ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those who took part became touched ones. These ones wanted so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know how. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how, so this one fled to little solace with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. But Walking Ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. Listen, for those of us who have done the Ramu extreme fight, I have to disagree with you a small amount there, Frixio, like, sorry. So long as Walking Ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones reside, Walking Ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By the way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of the Sylphs, Ramu's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they're so hostile towards trespassers, but what about the abductions? Fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered Sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back to the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your role known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to the horned one, Kaniasana. Kaniasena? I feel like I'm saying that wrong. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest. That Sylph's elder is very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him. Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say that fair? I meant reasonable. Anyway, we're going to head back to the working sands and tell Menphilia all about it. Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this, and while we see to that, we would appreciate it if you would deliver Frixio's message to the Adder's Nest. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It's been an honor. The honor is this one's. Together let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. See you guys in a bit. Please wait, Walking One Lariah. This one has yet to give Walking One a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon Walking One as a symbol of these ones' trust. Why, thank you for the pink crystal. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a candy mommy. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. Woo! This one was not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within Walking One enveloped the crystal. This one saw. Mark this one well. The crystal will one day be of use to Walking One. Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch touched ones. So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnesses touched ones making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe place to look out for touched ones. Aww. See, even though, like, the other sylphs want to hurt them, she's still trying to look out for them. And I think that's cute. Nobody saw that, okay? I don't want to hear it. Nobody saw that. I know you did. I know you did. Okay? I know. Let's go, let's go. Do, 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 do. Ah, Private Redleaf. How went meeting with the Sylphs? A missive from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramu, and so long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seeds here will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our ventures, and in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done our nation a great service, Private Redleaf. It will not be forgotten. Yeah. Is it not you? Okay, it is you. Cannot see target. What? You guys did see that, right? Okay, anyway. Moving on. The Sylphic folk have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the Elder Seedseer to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the Scions of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Menphilia. Oh god, I just remembered the trauma of having to run back and forth to the first area of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn because you can't fly. Oh no! Never mind. This is fine. This is fine. Hello, Laura. Can you hear me? It is I, Menphilia. Ida and Papa Limo returned some time a while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tales of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of the Primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Yet the end of the tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. Speaking of, there's that thing I was talking about. But first, I need to mess with a couple things, including messing with my inventory here, because, you know, it's totally not a complete frickin' mess. So, yeah, see you guys at the Waking Sands here in just a minute. Okay, so I lied just a little bit. I wanted to show you guys what I was joking around about a minute ago. And seeing as how you have to talk to Menphilia a lot, and there is a lot of running back and forth to the Waking Sands, I wanted to show you guys the reason I was talking about how it is trauma running back and forth this many times. And the Chocobo, as you can tell, like, watch. It goes a tiny bit faster, but like not all that much. And I'm not being a jackass. Like, I love this game, or else I would not be making this character right now, and you would not be listening to me yap right now. But the whole flying thing and how it's not unlocked until like the end of Heaven's Ward is extremely disappointing and an inconvenience. Okay. It is. Square Enix, it is. Anyway, moving on. Hello, Tataru. One of my favorite Lalafels. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventure, welcome back, Loriah. Lady Menphilia awaits you in the Solar. Please enter at your leisure. Yes, ma'am. And then one of my favorite jokes, the first person I ever watched play this game, like, that got me interested in looking at it in the first place, right? Straight up, like, hated having to go back and forth through so many loading screens. And it was so funny the way that he acted about it. Anyway, I'm given to understand that the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved. I fear resolve bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim, yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Thinkert is sparing no effort. They are many and one, just as you suspected. Their surprise, however, eludes us still. I see. I've been meaning to ask, but is Alice well? I feel as if I've scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I. Alas, Alice has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl, but you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldessian report will serve you well. I take it we can proceed as discussed? Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. I feel like I'm very large compared to everyone else. It's good to see you again, Loraya. See, look at me. I'm like, the only person near big as me is Urianger. I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelves Wood. Owing to your efforts, conflicts have been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Ramu from the list. So who's next? The Sahagin and Leviathan? The Lord of the Worrel has not answered his minion's call as of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagin remain aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth from their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices, for a time at least. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall We can ill afford to fall complacent. I'm so sorry. It is as Y'shtola says. Unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when the next Oprima will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? Has flashbacks of Titan's cheeks. For those of you who don't know, Titan's cheeks is the joke that we make about the Titan fight. The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long. You may depend on it. Indeed. So then, of all the known rebels that have been active in recent times, we're left with Garuda, who is the primal of the Ixal who live near Gridania. Yes, that's what I meant. So many names to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have waited for a more practicable solution. Sorry. She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? Where in the world did Sid go? But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You've earned it. See, like, Urianger is the only one that even, like, comes close to being the same size as me. I love her skirt. Is there something else, Loraya? Beg pardon, a man named La Habrea, sporting a red mask and robed in black. 12 preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Ascians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this. La Habrea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to think... Yee! Tataru. Oh. A sylph in Thanalan? At long last, this one finds walking one Lariah. This one is most dependable of these ones, is sent by Elder Frixio to help walking ones. This one is called Neroxia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. Pleasure to meet you, Neroxia. That thing's only about the size of you, Tataru. It's okay. Oh my gosh, look at them. Look at them. They're so cute. I never noticed that before, that Minfilia had Lullifilin guards. It's so cute. Yes, Tataru is ready to express her pride as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to know and to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Lariah, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Ascians' presence, but they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a deep sense of foreboding. Yeah. That's probably a good way to feel about it, yeah. Minfilia would have you investigate the mysterious La Habrea. I am afraid there's no rest for the weary, Lariah. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Ascian known as La Habrea. This is the ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. Apologies, I had to sneeze right there. Sorry. At present, we know little and less about the Ascians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be a reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each grand company to solicit cooperation. Mortal Flames responded to the effect they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of the Flames in Old Da to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, don't forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You can't take too many precautions. Be safe, Lariah. The masked man. Are you come on behalf of the Scions, of course? Yes, as we've relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about eastern Thanalan. A brass blade stationed at the High Bridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he's died 2 days ago. Slain by a marauding horde of Keegan? Fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folks are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do more than to speak with a merchant named Hibaru? The fellow's always starved for customers and would no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have the coin to whether or not you have the coin or the mind to spend it. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I apologize. I cannot speak today. remember when I was trying to get my cards. You cheat. Welcome to Highbridge. Adventure, whatever you seek, I can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhaps you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Little turd. Your borrower wants to help you find La Brea. Maybe. Do you hear the audacity of this Lalafell who cheats, by the way? When the order of Naldthal began executing... I'm so sorry. I quit. That's all. That's all, bye. I'm just kidding. When the order of Naldthal began excavating the ruins below, I had hoped that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims, but thanks to the nigh endless beastman raids, folks are too afraid to come within a mile up here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and now I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares, spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. Oh yes, you're struggling because you spent them on frickin' cards. The masked man? Bah. I take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. Well, calm down, Tiny. You don't gotta be such a tiny little... Never mind. On the trail of a masked man. I've heard of him, but only in brushed tones and faint whispers. It is said that he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious, and that is all about I can say, little though it is. Yeah, we already knew that, Humphrey. Thank you. Have I seen a man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters looking about. I mean, fair. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the raids. No one knows the most but devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. I mean, fair. Totally fair. Camp Drabone. And you want me to talk to this one? Multiloquent merchant. Multiloquent. Yeah, pretty sure I'm saying that right this time. Oh no, I didn't mean to skip that. I'm sorry. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince him that he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. Apologies, I did not mean to skip that first line of dialogue there. And yes, I will go do my class quest in a little bit. Okay? Shh. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much else. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to think that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Why, thank you, Tiny. I finally got some honest God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own two eyes. I was out for an evening stroll minding my own business when I noticed a column of smoke rising from the cliff over at Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man, your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Keegan appeared after that or soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use the smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It'll be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So what do you think? That's some sound reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Oi, you're a little turd. That's what you are. Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? This scroll, it bears prayer to Rolgar the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Rolgar is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It is highly uncommon for folk of other natures to revere him. I'd wager my last guild that your assailant was Alamigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? No, sorry, my dude. You gotta tell me. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery, so it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head toward Alamigo over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination of those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it is a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has, relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihira? And it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped you would linger here a while, call some friends, spend some coin, what have you. But something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. That's, like, probably the nicest thing that you've ever said. I bet money. Why, yes, Herr Bar's my father. He said, what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters, but I am grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man. I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gundabald. I remember Gundabald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Yeah. I ain't scared of Gundabald. What up, Mr. Gunda Not Bald? Sorry. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Well, that's fine, and you should wear a shirt. Your current battle attire is inefficient. Anyway. Dick. And you look a lot happier. Well met, adventurer. I'm Gisibert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I've heard tell that you had business with Gundabald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to the hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word in, thanks out of them, despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what brought you here, I might as be I can lend a hand. On the trail of the masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on the lookout for a Malja to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had a mind to take them each a cup of sweet thanalentias to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Now I become tea delivery service. Yep. This does not lead out. Who the hell's you? I'm trying to conserve my energy here, so leave me alone. Here's your damn tea, Grumpy. Well, ain't you considerate? Thanks, my friend. What's that? A masked villain hiding among the refugees like as not? My compatriots as live here go about... Blah. No. My compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. Gee, I bet you're pleasant to work with. Angry River. Oh, that's a great name. Yeah, he looks like he could be an Angry River too. You there, an Amalja? No? Then carry on. Here's your damn tea. Ah, this sophisticated aroma. It's been forever since I had a drop of sweet vanillin. I'm gonna enjoy this. What? A masked man? I don't know. I don't care. Unless he's got a dark, scaly skin, stands 10 films tall, and has a face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. What is a mummer? Hey, do you guys know? Do you know? What's a mummer? Anyway, moving on. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Shoo, don't bother me. If the Amaljo overrun us, I'm blaming you. For me, you shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man. As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't make out whether it was a man or not, what with the mask and the robe, but assuming it was a he was talking with some Alamegans. I assumed he was one of them. Interesting. Ah, you're back. So did my lookouts have a lot to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're going to get further in your investigation, it seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. Of course not. It never is. Yeah. Gotta level up. Woohoo. So you're determined to press on with your investigation, then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust. And the best way to earn that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Old Ah, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundabald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Got it? So remember earlier, I was talking about running back and forth to talk to Montrelia. Remember? Welcome back, Lariah. How fares the investigation? See, given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They've had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades they had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all of those who are displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Turning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens that there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Yeah. Wait. Wait. Let's see. Oh, no. Wait. Why do I have no shoes? Is it just because... Wait. Why do I have no shoes? Oh, because the pants... Okay. But still. Ew, they look gross. This is why Phoenix has to have some freaking... Oh my gosh. And now because... Oh well. Nobody's gonna see my feet anyway. Okay? Nobody's gonna see my feet. And if you guys are looking at my feet, well... Stop it. Anyway. Your Alamegan comrade is named Haribert. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I may recall correctly, Herbert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. He's somewhere around here. Yeah, now I'm running around with no shoes. Oh, wait. That's the wrong way. My bad. Oh, I forgot how silly he looks. If it isn't Lariah Redleaf, the Scion's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo? That's a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamigan Resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet, whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the Resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of the Quarrymill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Why, thank you, good sir. Where am I going? I know, I swear. Swear I do. Hello. You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Huh, why the hell should I do that? Give me just one reason. Herbert sent you, that worthless Orson. He abandons his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor. Simply incredible. I realize Herbert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. See that bloke there? That's Meffred, a captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Thank you, ma'am. Hey, I'm Meffred, a proud man of the Alamigan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Gullen, sir. His wound's gone festered and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God's damn it. I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Gallion dies, the blood is on their hands. These Quarrymill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we're scarce to know each other. This is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. So, I would like to point out one small thing here. If you hang around here all the time, and she doesn't like you, there must be a reason for that. Just saying. One of Meffred's in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, I truly do. They're my countrymen, after all. But that'd mean going against the elemental's will. I've been at Quarrymill long enough to know how terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the Hamlet's resident hearer. If you take the matter to her, might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. Well, let me make you tell me this incredibly long story just for me to tell you to piss off and then to go and tell you. You wish to aid the Alamegans. You are possessed of a kind-hearted adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant your wish. The authority belongs to the elementals, the eternal guardians of the Twelveswood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, the judged of a night whether they may have place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have to leave the leave to receive the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since the immemorial, and ever it shall be. We don't give a shit. We're not helping. Essentially, just another version of piss off. That's how it's be then. The bloody hero might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. Yeah, well, my guy. Is that helping? Like, really? I led my men to Quarry Mill hoping to find their refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards wanted to hear us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of the men aren't fit to travel. Hell's Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is traditional remedy with poison purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. So, first it was go and convince so-and-so to so-and-so, and now it's go and get me 4 horns so I can whatevering. Yeah. Okay, fine. Let's say I never did nothing for you. Dee. Really? But why though? Oh, you're back. Tell me you've got the 4 horns with you. Yeah, I did the work that a man could have done. You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Valga, there's at least one woman in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a place to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Biscarin, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to know to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him to have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramir. Godspeed. Well, Araya, ever a sight for sore eyes. How does adventuring fare you? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You have something to show me. Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make a medicine, you see? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say she saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier in Quarry Mill? Ah, so it comes full circle. Well, I hope this makes poor Sod as he needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. Yay, stuff for free. It is well to see if you It is well to see you returned. I have you the medicine for our brother. There you go. God bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It's been a terrible burden on him, trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. None of that is better than what I have. Sir. An adventurer. Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's likely to deteriorate to where it was before, or worse. We need you to find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albreda. Might be as the woman's seen something. Albreda, have you seen a dipshit? A guy. Finally, it's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me the sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way to little Alamigo. Blast it. Would that I'd known he was thinking I would have stopped this folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Yeah. So, I have good news and bad news. Which would you like? Out in the wilds, alone, that fool, that great big sentimental fool. My men and I will scour the wood for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Yep. Well, I'd ask how are you, but watch out, a goblin. Really? This guy? Bam. So, my dude, are you, Galleon? What you should be saying is, Galleon, what the fuck are you doing out here? Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, goddammit. The oath to reclaim our homeland. Demonetized. Sorry, I'll shut up. We'll set foot on the Alamegan soil again, together or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you'll wish we didn't find you. When you get better, I'm gonna whoop your ass. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. We will see you back at Quarrymill. Yep. I am not walking. I'm just not. You know, after having like a character that is as far as my main is, it's crazy being back like to this state of the game. I see what people are talking about when they say the beginning of the game was like a cozy game. I totally see it. Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take to the road again. As much as I dislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. That's right, my dude. You probably shouldn't be, yeah. Do I get to wear shoes yet? No. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend of my people. Ask me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo. That's all? Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I will provide you with a letter to show to Gundobald. The bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I have no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Yeah, you didn't mention the crap he's gonna give me while he's doing it, but, yeah. Yeah. Oh, look, another new warrior. Hi. So, hey, Grumpy Chest. You have to listen to me now. Sir Grumpy Chest, I have a letter that says that you have to listen to me now. Why have you returned? You are not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. Because I have this letter that says that you have to do what I want. You spoke with Meffred. It's been so long since I last heard from him. I had feared him dead. Told be appraised. Wherever you are, Meffred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Meffred is a friend of mine. I know this masked stranger you seek, and I will tell you what I can. Finally, we get some damn answers. After 15,000 errands, of course. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts, but they are not likely to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, he may feel well obliged to talk. Yeah. Waldhar. Gundobald. Waldhar. Adelind. You know, I would still like to say one thing. All right? And that is this. Whoever it is that writes names at Square Enix, I have two things to say. One is a question, and said question is, TF, are you smoking? Because I kind of want some. And the second thing is, please stop making these stupid names. I know that you're trying to be nice-timey with language, but some of these names, especially up into Dawn Trail, I cannot. It turns right into stares at word, brain goes, nope. Anyway. You. I'm supposed to be talking to you. You. A masked man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Okay, that's not sus or anything. Gundabald sent you. Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man. No, you don't know anything about this. Why didn't you say so to start with? You can throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me not to think I'm in for it. Well, in my defense, I'm just trying to get some answers too, lady. Right, I have to go this way and around because this place is designed silly. Should be one up here, I believe. Or no, it's downstairs. Yeah, they're both downstairs. My bad. Yeah, here we go. Apologies. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. No, can't say that I have, but I'll be sure to tell my friends you're looking for him. What about you? You look grumpy. Anybody who talks to an assy and he's usually grumpy afterward. There's been a bunch skulking about right suspicious, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble, mark my words. That's not as helpful as you might have thought. Can I just go this fucking way? Why not? That would be quicker than doing this silly little circle. Just saying. Why door if no door? So you've been confirmed. So you have indeed confirmed my Oh my god. Sorry. So you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Naught would do to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got a revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late, and Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time. Though the young ones know this not, unless we intervene, they are likely to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. So you want me to narc. Got it. So do you have a shirt? You do not have a shirt. Hey, adventurer, you done talking with the old bear? I have a message for you from Wilred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. He says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. I love how the directions that they give you, sound accurate if you know where the f*** you're going. But I remember when I first started playing this, the NPCs would say stuff like that to me, and I would be like, you want me to where? I don't know how to MMO. I've been doing this for 10 seconds. And, I struggled so hard learning how to play this game. You guys probably wouldn't believe it, but I did. Don't you just look so very happy? Like, look at him. It's like, what the does this bitch want? I swear to God, that's the look on his face. It's like, what the does she want? Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Coral got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, the meddling ends here. Get her. So, you want to try that again, Willard? You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it we'll reclaim our homeland. I mean, I'm not trying to stop you from doing that, my dude. Like, you're literally preaching to the choir, homeboy. Telling you. And why? Why should I waste time going through... Oh, you know what? Because it's dumb. Well, I was going to say it's dumb to waste my time to go... My money to go there, but it's kind of not, because then I don't have to walk through all the lizards. Yeah. Attacked by Rowan and his cronies. Would that they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are likely to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. I mean, that would probably be a good idea, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Oh, no. No, 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 no. No. Anyway. Wilred mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Kind of bold. Bertiliana? God's preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the corpse brigade came. They took me to their hideout, and the whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong. I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Willard, he saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Bertiliana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear they may do something rash. I mean, they would deserve it, but it's probably good that you don't. Pain. I can bear it no longer. Let's see. I'm trying to remember specifically which ones I'm supposed to talk to, because I don't think it tells me, if I remember correctly. I went to Oldal hoping to find honest work, but there wasn't a single job to be had. At least nothing that didn't require me to give up my dignity. Yeah, no kidding. Let me just... Then we go this way. Thanks. I see the shiny spot down there. Yeah, and here's Wilred. Almighty Rolgir, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Hidden, if you're again, well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppose us ever again. My dude, I know you're upset, but you're not helping. Sorry, excuse me. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire to low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundaball is content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now where in the seven hells did I put that bloody map? You're not getting it back, sir. You didn't really put it anywhere. What those animals did to Bertolina is unforgivable, and to think they looked down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Willard to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. You should be. So, again, Gundabald, you want the good news or the bad news? Gone, the whole lot of them. Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands, but what exactly is it that they mean to do? What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Zunrock. Wait, you said that Wilred spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to... By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unbloodied all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. If we hurry,